crazy. We wait for him to join us.
Oh, everything.
Now, do you have an iPad? Right. Here. Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Am I here?
You're here. We can't see you, but you're here.
Oh, God. Fucking technology, bro. Oh. You don't... That was the toughest project I've ever done. Holy shit. Fucking Rob, man.
We can't see you, man.
You can't?
No.
Why?
It's gray matter.
Hold up. I got my IT.
All right, give me a minute. I have to blow my nose. Give me a minute.
Oh, there you go.
Woo! What's up?
Technology! Oh, dude.
What?
That was the worst hour that I've ever had.
Welcome to the rest of the world, man.
Thank you, buddy. Now that we showed everybody that I'm the worst technology person ever. How you doing?
Okay, you gotta get you gotta get him while we can see you.
Good?
Yep. Good. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Finally, an hour later.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna work it out. You know,
Rob.
The people are still here, so let's
You're the hardest working person in the
try.
business.
There are people who work
Oh,
hard.
you know you are. You know you are.
but I tried. Okay, so tell us who you are.
Engrain, the worst technology company ever. We build some good wood and metal products, but we're technology, no way.
All right, so you're in Jersey.
Yep.
All right, so
You're in Yonkers.
Yep, I'm in Yonkers. So Mike, tell us how you got started in this. Like go way back.
Way back.
Yeah.
That's my father.
What'd your father do?
My father was an engineer, but he let me build the biggest skateboard ramps ever.
That's so white. That's so white.
It's the whitest comment you'll ever hear.
So you started building. How big was the skateboard ramp?
Huge, like fucking huge ramp. Like my father was the craziest person ever.
Okay, so did he
let
design it and tell you how to do it, or did you just wing it?
No, it was fucking in the 80s. There was no YouTube. There was no Wikipedia. There was no Google. You just built it. And he had a circular saw. 84 lumber was down the street.
Yep.
And that's how we did it.
Now, were you a heavy skateboarder? Did you skateboard a lot?
When I was younger, yes. I mean, that was the whole impetus into what I did. Because my father having the tools and letting me do whatever I could do, that was it. Like, and then as I got older, it was like more furniture and stuff, but like.
So how old were you then?
I was like 8, 10 years old.
Okay, all right. And then, so what were you doing in high school?
High school, not
Besides
too much.
drinking and chasing girls.
Basically it.
All right. So what were you? Did you work?
No. I always worked. I was like construction. I did like my college degree was advertising, graphic design,
Okay, so where'd you go to school?
Marist,
Maryland?
Marist, up in Poughkeepsie.
Okay. All right.
So like did advertising, but I always loved building stuff.
All right. So once you got a degree in advertising, how long did you do that? How long were you?
I,
Cubicle?
what's up?
Was it a cubicle? You worked in an office?
Yeah, no, like advertising, like creating fucking ads for. I'll tell you the funniest story. You know what made me a furniture maker? The NFL.
Huh.
When I was building furniture, doing what I did, I was working for the NFL, and they were moving corporate offices, and they were like, "Can you?" They knew I built shit,
Right.
so they were like, like we got this one fucking office. We're gonna do this. Any ideas for a coffee table? And I presented them with one idea, and they were like, "It's great, fucking awesome, but like we can't pay you for it."
It's NFL.
I was like, "Oh yeah, it's the NFL." So I was like, like it's gonna take 3 months to build this coffee table, and they were like, "We can't pay you to build that, but like, but if you could build it on the side." I was like, "It's gonna take me like 3 months." They paid me my salary for 3 months.
Oh, and instead of you doing advertising, you were making furniture.
Instead of doing the graphic design that I was doing for them,
The hustle is real.
they, dude, you're the hustle.
So
But like, so they paid me for 3 months to build this fucking coffee table, which is probably the best thing I've ever built.
because you had time and no one's on your back and there's no budget.
It wasn't real. It wasn't a business. It wasn't like it was a passion,
Yep.
and that's when it was like. But they also made me realize I could do this full time, and that's when it all clicked. It was so insane.
Yeah. So okay. So you were doing graphic design for the NFL.
Yeah, advertising, graphic design.
Okay. So the design has always been there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel weird because I see all these guys that you're talking to who are true woodworkers. Like I feel like I'm a fucking cop out.
Why?
No, because like there's people who have been like born into it, like Joe Roth, fucking. There's people like who have been inbred in it. Like I come from the design aspect,
Right.
like I love design.
Right. And it shows in your work. But I
Yeah.
think that the thing is that you found a way to make it work. So with that being said, okay, so you're in the NFL, and after that NFL, okay, how long were you with the NFL after you made that table?
Um, well, I made that table for the NFL, and it's on my Instagram. But it was like the most insane thing I've ever built, and it's kind of funny. Like 10 years later, it's what it's coming back to. But like, I built that table, delivered it to the NFL. They paid me for 3 months to be a woodworker for the NFL, which is like the oddest thing. It's like, But I delivered it, was there for 3 months, and then quit. And I was like,
Okay, so once you quit, what did you do?
I was in a 2-car garage. Just
So you were on
fucking.
your own,
Oh yeah.
just like
No,
that.
I didn't like. The NFL only fucking gave me the opportunity to be like, I could do this.
Yeah, to see
Like
your vision.
somebody likes what I can do.
Right. Okay, so you went in a two-car garage. How long were you in that 2-car garage?
Probably a year or two.
Okay, and after that 2-car garage, then what?
Then 1,500 square foot shop.
Okay, and how long were
Then
you?
2,000 square foot shop. And then I went through a fire like you did.
That's brutal.
You've been through that.
Yeah, because if you know, let's talk about that, right? When I went through the fire, I had liability insurance. I didn't have work stoppage. I didn't have content.
No, because I'm sure before you went through the fire, you were like, I have insurance. But you don't know what kind of insurance you have.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, you got educated like I did.
Yep. After the fire, and you've lost everything.
After the fire. After the fire.
Right.
But you made it through.
Yeah, yeah, and so do you.
Yeah, no, I mean, but like, if you look back to your fire, I'm sure you want to pinch your cheeks and be like, oh, you
Yeah.
cute little boy, you don't know nothing.
Right. Yeah, it's you know when the fire happened for me, it was crazy because it's like, what am I gonna do? But you know, when it's the only thing you do, you don't get in a panic mode like I lost everything. You get in a panic mode like, okay, what's my next move? And you got to make it work.
And I'm sure you've looked at this in the same respect.
Yeah.
The COVID, like
Exactly.
the reset.
Yep.
Here's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, because it's like, and I'm sure you get this. For me, this moment of chaos that we're in is not really chaotic to me.
No, because you've been through it.
Yeah, I'm comfortable, unfortunately.
No, it's uncomfortable, this, that, the other, but you've been through it.
Yeah, it makes it work. Okay, so after the fire, so you got no insurance money. The fire took the building out?
Yeah, no, the fucking roof was gone. It was.
Okay, so how did you recover from the fire?
I moved into this place in Bloomfield.
Okay, wait a second, Mike.
Yep.
We got to get back off and get on because we got 33 seconds remaining. All right. So
with what?
Instagram only lets you go for an hour, so we got to
get back
on.
I'm sorry for fucking that up. I'm on IT fucking
Don't
retarded.
Let's do it again. We get back on.
All right, let's get on.
Yep. So we're waiting on Mike to come back on. What's up, Ben? What's up, Jack? Let's hope he can get back on and it doesn't take another hour. Here we go again. All right, so look like we got a couple of new people joined on. T-Bone 933, where you from? W. McLean, where you from? AM Alpha Mike, where you from? So Ingrain just got on. So maybe we can get to the shop. He's got a sick shop. What's up? Much better this time, man.
Fucking IT savvy.
You the man. You the man.
Oh, dude, let's go to a table saw.
Yeah, let's go. Take us around the shop.
You want to see the shop?
Yeah. You got some
Dude.
sick machines.
First of all, you're the hardest working man in the biz.
I try, man.
No, you try and you do. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Look, all right, I want you to tell the story about those two big machines right there that you told me.
Ah, dude. This is... I don't know if you'll ever get rich making furniture.
Probably not. What's up?
That's my boy.
That's your second dog.
But you will get rich with just people you meet, like you.
Yep.
I got gifted this 36-inch spacer.
But you got to tell a story, man.
So this old timer who's been in the business longer than me and you called me and was like, I tried to get rid of all these machines, auctioned them off, couldn't get rid of a few. And he's like, if you can get them out of my shop, they're yours. And
So if those of you who followed him saw these big machines coming in on a trailer, all he had to do was load them.
all you got to do is load them. So, a couple grand, but like
Well,
that,
worth it.
dude, 36-inch spacer.
Wow.
40-inch planer.
A 40-inch planer.
52-inch wide belt.
One head or two.
Two.
Nice.
Resaw.
Nice.
16-inch.
How often do you use that?
What's up?
How often do you use that? You make a lot of siding, right?
A lot of siding. We do a lot of veneers.
Okay. Table saw.
12-inch slider. I don't even know what I'm showing you. I just love that I'm talking to you, bro.
Same here, brother. Okay, how far along is your showroom now?
Well, this is where we like all the carpenters,
So workstations.
workspace.
And how
I'm
much
gonna show you.
how much room do you have? How many square footage?
I got 13,000 square feet.
Lord.
It's the metal area.
I want to see it all. So that's about 2,000 square feet.
Dartboard.
Slow down, Tiger. I'm losing you, Mike. So we're going to send him back to the office. We're going to reduce our margin of error. Ben, can you go? Now he's off. So Let's see if he gets back on. What's up, Iron Studio? What's up, Juan Carlos? What's up, DT Parat? Caitlin Coke, what's up? Michael Boyd. Four City Brewing, how you doing? Four City Brewing, where you at? Do you brew beer? Because we might be calling you for a conversation. I wonder if Mike knows he's off. Thank you. I'm trying to get to it. This guy has some serious content. Some serious content. And I want to talk to him about it. He blew up. Like, blew up. He does some amazing work. They do a lot of meta work for entrances and doors. So I kind of want to get into that. And I guess this is the essence of the conversations because I wanted to go to his shop and talk about the same stuff. So that's how legitimate this conversation is to me, is what I really wanted to do. And we get to do that and hopefully share it. Hopefully. So, but Mike is a very talented guy. Very talented. And I'm just trying to figure a few things out. But the fact that he was in graphic design explains a lot. And that's why I like to have conversations with people, because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you can do that how? You can do that why? And when you get to know them, you connect all the dots. So that's something I enjoy. Like the conversation with Jack and Taylor last Monday. The history of how he got in this and why he took the turn was pretty amazing. What's up, Mike? Come on in, man. You got to come back on. All right, here he is. Here is Derek. All right, good. I was going to say, go to your office. Okay, Mike, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so after the fire, you get into your current shop, right? Or no?
Yep. Like about 5 years ago.
So 5 years ago, you've been in this location. And you've never worked for anyone else in the industry, only yourself.
Nah, like I've listened to Goebel and fucking all those guys, and I'm so jealous. Like, I didn't grow up in this shop. Like, I'm like you. I've learned, you know, like learned by expense.
Yes, it's not by example, by expense, and it's expensive.
All by no example. Yep. I wish I had an example.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the conversations are about. Is to kind of guide people, because when you want to do something, you kind of just want to do it. And
that's it. Either you, dude, this is the toughest business to do it. It's very glorified, you know, like it's very romantic from an outside perspective. But fucking, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna fucking pay and learn and get your ass kicked and lose and say you're sorry. You know, like, no, it's I like, you know Joe Roth.
Yes.
He grew up in a fucking cabinet shop, and he's a fucking master. He's a master cabinet guy, dude. He knows everything about everything. I look at him and I'm jealous.
You know, let me stop you there. Yes, there are people like Martin Goebel, Jack English, Taylor Dunsker, who've done this, what we call the correct way.
Yeah.
But there is no correct way because
No. Even
all
they're
standing in the
figuring
same
it out.
room.
They're figuring it out too.
Exactly.
No, you're right.
Part out. So you got to give yourself some credit. And
like I just wish I could have gone through it and somebody had been like, no, like there's no correct way.
There's not.
In this business, there's no correct way.
And that's what the conversation is about, is to hear everyone's journey.
My journey has been so fucked up.
But talk to me. That's what this is
Right.
about.
I mean, like, all right, so after when your building burnt down,
Right.
did you get sued by your landlord for breaking the lease?
No.
This guy did.
Wow. So your landlord sued you for breaking the lease? Oh, because you couldn't pay the rent.
There was no roof. Like, that's what I mean. Like, this journey, you've got to have balls of fucking steel.
That's what Jack just said. Okay, so wait a second. So your building catches a fire, you can't operate in it, and your landlord's like, dude, the end of the month coming, and you need to pay me.
Exactly. Here's my lawyer.
Here's
my lawyer. Here's my lawyer.
He's like, you pay me, or I'm taking you to court. So why didn't he just evict you? Because you couldn't pay the rent.
He's like, your fucking rent is still due at the 5th of the month.
Okay, so what happened when you went to court?
I paid fucking grands and grands of lawyers for 2 years, and we settled. I still owed him money.
What?
Sounds crazy, but not in the court of law.
So the court still held you accountable for paying the rent on a building caught a fire?
Yes. Read all of your leases.
Wow.
No, it's fucked up, dude. That's why, like, I don't know if I'm doing good or bad, but I know I'm good after going through everything that I've been through.
Listen, let me tell you something, and everyone who's listening. You know why you're killing it? You know why you're doing good? Because you got out of the bed this morning. That's doing good.
Because of what?
You got out of the bed this morning. That's doing good.
And that's why I love you, dude.
The fact that it took you
I'm hustling to get your title of the hardest working guy in the business.
Listen, the fact that it took you 45 minutes to get on here is irrelevant. You're on. You're winning.
Dude, the fact that it took me 45 minutes shows why I have 2,000 Instagram followers, because I don't post anything. I don't do anything. I'm the worst. Like, I built a business and like trying to keep it secret.
Why?
Because I'm not a bragger, and it's always held me back, like I can sell anything to anybody.
Right.
I don't put it out like.
But okay, so obviously there's an issue with that.
Oh yeah, no, don't do it like I.
So, because you do great work.
Thank you. I appreciate that from you.
And you're the example that followers has nothing to do with your ability. Perfect example. But what's the issue though?
With what?
When you posting your stuff saying, "Hey, I did this.
I'm sure you get into the same routine where.
Oh my God.
I am worse, dude. I am the worst.
The signal's coming in and out, but that's fine. But
No, but like I'm sure like you do. How many tables can you build and take pictures? Like
Yes.
it gets
No, okay.
redundant. It gets redundant.
Yes.
Like
Let me tell you. You're right. You're right. Now, I suffer from depression and anxiety. Right. So sometimes I'm in a good mood and I'm posting, but if my mood changes, I disappear, and I go back and forth. But
dude,
and this is something in a way how I'm dealing with this that kind of holds me accountable to deal with that mental illness, that personality issue that I have, because now I'm checking in 2 to 3 times a week, and I kind of have to. But you're right. I'll get hot. I'll post and something to come up, like I'm in the middle of a job and it don't go well. The last damn thing I want to do is post, because I got real problems.
no, I'm sorry. All my guys, we're not working during COVID. He was asking. No, dude, I'm the same. I'm exactly the same way as you. And it's a tough thing, dude, especially in our business where it's not that you're creative. You're creative and you're hands-on and you're functional and you're a business person.
Yeah, you got to do it all.
To be all of those hats, you have to be an insane person. Like I know so many guys who do what we do that are either good at like portraying who they are or bad at what they do. There's a select few, like you, chef to table, Goal, like there's people who can steer that road of like being a businessman, a creative person, a fucking hands-on, build it kind of person, and it's like a weird individual.
Yeah, that's what I was talking. Listen, it's so funny, right? And you before you came on, I talked about in order to do this and survive in this, you got to be a little crazy.
Dude, you have to be crazy, stupid, stubborn, creative, and have fucking balls of steel.
Yep.
Dude, you went through it. Like, when you went through the fire, I was like, this guy is going to make it. How many people go through that weird experience of, like, almost having your business burned down?
Oh, it did burn down. No, it did. No.
I say almost because your business didn't burn down.
You're right. The building did.
The building did. Your business.
Amen. Let me tell you.
And I saw that, and I knew, dude. That's why, like, you're a fucking good dude.
Let me tell you one of the things that gave me a big push about the fire, right? When I had the fire, we went to we worked out of the greenhouse. And
the greenhouse.
Yeah,
I gotta see that.
Yeah, it was in February. We were working out of a greenhouse, right? And we had we were on the last table for the coach job. The table was in the building that caught a fire, right? And I was about to get the job building the 86 benches for the city, right? So when the fire hit, I had no money. The coach paid us, and it's so funny. And Tony Santoro, we're good friends now. Before he gave me the check for the city job, he goes, "Where are you working?" I said, I'm working in my yard because he knew I had a fire. So he didn't want to give me this check to build this and me not have anywhere to build it. So he comes to the yard, right? And he sees all this in the yard. And he goes, "Okay." And he hands me the check. So those are the things that kept me going. And then when 6 weeks later, I found the building I'm in now. And I posted, the SOS, I need help moving the machines out. And it was like 10 to 12 people came in to help me move my stuff out. And man, let me tell you, that made me cry. That the people came to help me and want to see me do better.
Ah, dude.
And that kind of gave me a bigger push to move even further. So yeah.
No,
So listen, I want to talk about you and your journey. So okay, so you never worked for anyone else, only yourself.
No, I worked in advertising, like ad agencies.
So no other wood shop, right?
No other wood shop. Never.
Wow.
Like before YouTube, before anything, like
You just winged it all on your own.
I winged it. Like I had a father who was an engineer, and he fucking had a bunch of power tools and let me fucking build anything, but like it was all self stupidity.
Right. Self-learning is what I call it. Not self-taught because you never stop learning. Self-learning. So,
yeah, no, like I come from the design aspect. So I know there's so many other better woodworkers out there. But like I know I have design that
right.
it's taken me 12 years to build the facility and the capacity and the machines and you know, like to get employees.
Woo! That's a whole nother deal. That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, dude.
It's a whole other conversation.
We're in the worst area to get good people.
Yeah. You know, and it's so funny because when, you know, once we done with the conversation with the people, we start having conversations about subject. Like, I like Martin Goebel and David Stein to talk about the numbers and I'm rumbling on, but yes,
No, go on.
the employees is a whole nother deal. So how did you come up with the pixelated walnut thing? Can you show us a little picture of that?
Yeah, I could take you. You know what's so funny? That was what started me going into self, you know, like doing it on my own. Like
Right.
I did it for the NFL, and it never seemed like I could do it in a profitable way until like 8-10 years later, where you build a facility, get some craftsmen, and fucking like have the ability to do it where you could do it in a proper way. But like, I mean, the pixelated stuff is like the stupidest woodworking thing ever. It's almost like a cutting board, but like it's the biggest waste of money and time to make something cool. You know, like it takes so much money, time, effort to just make a smaller board.
Right.
But it looks insane.
I want to see it.
All right, I'm smoking.
You what? Listen, smoke, man. You know, whatever relaxes you. Do your thing.
Hold up. That's my boy Charlie.
What's up, Charlie?
Yeah, let me show you. So like something like this.
Okay, Mike, your screen is circling. Yeah, I can't hear you or see you. If you could bring that board to your shop, I mean inside your office. So he left again. Maybe he's coming back on. And then we're gonna be on another 10 minutes and just wrap it up. But I'd like you all to see the pixelated wood. It's pretty sick. All right, so we're going to give him a couple of minutes, and if not, we're just going to shut it down. Again, thank you all for joining. Make sure you share the page, Conversations with Blacklumberjack. Next week, we have, Friday, it's Ginger Wood Tournament. Sick wood tournament, sick. Next week, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll announce that. And there's a lady that'll be joining us, Baller. Yeah. Any other questions? If you don't come on, then we're gonna wrap this session up. It's already 11:30, so I don't want to get into. I want to respect people's time, and I want to get into the next one. But he's an amazing guy. Does amazing stuff. And it's a stressful business, man. It's a very stressful business, and trying to navigate it and do it right, it's tough. You know, and that's why I admire guys like Mark Jupiter, Furniture Joint, because these guys incorporate their families into it, and that's a pretty good thing. David Stein is another one that family involved. I think he's next week too. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. So listen, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Yeah, Jeffrey Wright. I'm from New Orleans. It's bad. Here he is. He's coming on. I'm trying. It's Andrew.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, dude, I'm horrible.
So listen, can you show us a picture of that pixelated wood without going outside? Can you bring it in?
Yeah. Tony, can you grab one of the end tables and with one of the? Yeah, that's my shit though. Like, I'm not a good woodworker like Goebel or like who was the other one that you had on recently. Like, I mean, there's certain
Woodward, a lot of them are.
No, I mean, like everyone I've seen you interview, I have such respect for. Because
I got the same respect for you, my brother. That's why you on.
No, I appreciate it. But like, I definitely come from the woodworking perspective as more from the design side.
Right. But however you got to the party, you're here. So let's dance.
Dude, I love fucking talking to you, man.
Same here, my brother. You gotta get in where you fit in.
No, like this whole pixelated shit, it's something that's been in my brain for like 15, 20 years. And I finally have the resources, the capabilities, the workers that can make it happen. So, like, it's exciting now. What are they saying? What are they saying?
So what do you find to be your biggest challenge now, being in business?
Running a business. I mean, finding employees.
That's
Like
fine.
you're a creative, hardworking guy. You know, like running a business.
Yep. You know, you start
It's
out doing stuff, you turn it into a
it,
business, you ain't doing that stuff no more. You're running a
no,
business.
like and to be able to step back from that. You know, like I hired a guy that just does CAD drawings. You
Yeah.
know, like if you can't if you can't have guys working off of drawings, it's tough. You know, like I mean, growing the business from a passion is the toughest thing in the world.
Right, you're breaking up. Yeah, yeah, come a little closer to the street. There we go.
Good?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean, you
What's up,
know,
Grand Blunt Whiskey? Says, what do you see in your
oh yeah,
future? Okay, good. Pixelated.
yep.
Van Brunt, we need to get you on here. I sent you an email. DM. Key Lime Steve is my buddy. So I've been in your shop a couple times. Pixelated, let's go.
Boom.
Man, when I first saw this, I freaked out. I'm like, what in the world is that?
Can you see it?
Not yet. Yeah. Holy. Holy. Wow. Wow. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So, okay, so how much of that do you want to talk about or how you achieve that? That's your thing, and you can say whatever you know, your
Yeah,
deal.
I
It's
mean,
amazing to me.
believe me, anyone who wants to do it, go ahead.
So how'd you do it?
Yeah. Hold up. Why is that?
Yeah. Back it up a little bit. Back up. Back it up. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so how did you do that?
How did I do it? Wasting a lot of wood, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of
That's
fucking.
that's how the genius is born.
No, I mean, like I will tell everybody. I'll give the playbook on how to do it.
Right.
God bless. You know, I mean, it's, but I won't give myself credit. It's fucking like a cutting board. You know, like you cut pieces up and fucking glue it together. But like the fact that like now we could veneer it and we do like whole kitchens in that style. So
Right.
every fucking door panel is book matched. No, I mean that's what's exciting to me is like I've gone through 10, 12 years of this business.
Right. And this is
You
difficult.
know, like you have all the
Yep.
ups downs. I've taken every job, a cutting board, a shitty this, a shitty that, to get to this point.
Yeah. It all adds up.
It all and you learn from every experience.
You hope to.
No, you learn no matter what.
Right.
If you hope to and you go through experience, then you didn't learn anything.
Right.
Like, you know, like you fucking go through anything. Fucking shitty job, shitty client, shitty this, shitty that. But you learn one aspect of it.
Yes, you do. You do take from it.
You
Yeah,
t-
positive or negative, you're supposed to get something from the experience.
all the negative, you'll take a positive
Yep.
if you're smart.
Yes.
And that's where my business has been. It's like we've never been one type of shop.
Same here.
We've never been a slab table or a mill or a reclaimed or a fucking cabinet shop.
Yeah.
But no matter what type of shop you are, if you have those machines, you could produce anything.
Right. Yeah.
So,
And I had one of my guys say, "Oh, I'm supposed to make the furniture." Man, you're supposed to work, so whatever that means.
yeah,
Whatever pushes the company forward.
whatever comes out of that planer, it is what it is. It's a check for you, me, this, that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So right or wrong, I've never held myself like I'm a furniture guy or I'm a this guy or that guy. I like work, I like money, I
Right.
like learning. And that's where it's gone. Like that's why all of our commercials, like we do a lot of commercial now, like restaurants, like bars, because we could do the whole place. We could do the bar top, cabinets, the floors, the beams, like the railings, the windows, everything.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Okay,
And
now
that's
let me ask you: how has this affected your business since you do mostly commercial?
what's that?
So how has this virus, the lockdown, affected your business? You good?
I mean, the phone's ringing less, but like
You got a lot of work piled up.
all of our jobs are so many months out that like it doesn't affect it per se. Of like like it not that much.
Got it. Okay, it's good.
What about you? What about you?
The phone is ringing less, but
Yeah.
I got a 2 p.m. 2:30 Zoom call with a pretty nice client and a nice job. I'm not gonna say anything until it's I get the check. But
NDA, NDA.
yeah, I got a pretty cool job coming up, and I'm in the middle of two decent sized jobs. So,
You'll always sustain. Like we're not. I feel like I don't feel bad for the restaurants and bars. I feel bad for the retail shops. Because they're shut down. The restaurants, all of that, like at least they'll still do takeout. They'll make money.
right.
And just like me and you, like we either had jobs, we'll get stuff. Like we're getting calls for retail places that are a year out. The virus isn't going to stop everything.
Right.
So it's a weird, like, dude, we're in a weird little environment of who
Right.
we
It's a weird
are.
place.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What about you? What about you? Like, where do you think the slab world is?
Mike, we mill lumber and we slab it, but that's not the main. We make furniture, we make tables, and sometimes it's live edge and sometimes it's not, but it's always wood. So whether the wood has a live edge or a straight edge, it's still material that we can use that we've already milled.
That's why I love it, dude. And I know from what Joe has told me, your yard, you're the biggest wood hoarder I've known.
Listen, let me tell you something. I take pride in that.
Dude, and you should. That's money in the bank. That's money in the bank.
Listen, there are guys, right? There are guys that come in my yard, customers, and a customer would ask me, "Where did you get these slabs from?" And I'm like, "You obviously don't know me."
You don't know.
So what I'm going to do in a week or so is I'm going to do a yard challenge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the guys post from their yard, and we can see what they're working with. But that's a whole another thing along the line. I have a lot of wood, but I think for me, that's a part of my equity. That's a part of my business.
No. That's you could turn that into anything. If people want a live ed table, fine. And it might be dying out, but you could turn that into anything.
Yes, it's lumber.
It's fucking wood. It's wood.
Exactly, and that's how I see it. Is that I mill the lumber, and whatever use that lumber takes beyond what I've done is a part of my plan.
No, and you got a good plan.
Yeah, and
and you have the most lumber out of anybody in the Northeast.
You know, and I got some loads of walnut coming too. Some big loads.
I have no doubt about that.
So yeah, that's it, man.
What do you got working on? I want to interview you.
We're working on. I'm talking about, sorry. There's 3 big walnut tables that we're getting out this week. There's 25 tables that we're making for Love the Water. There's 25 tables that we're making for a country club in Long Island.
Yeah.
And later on today, I'm going to get a pretty decent sized job, and that's going to lead on to more bigger jobs with the same company. So,
how much of your business is wood to metal? Because you got a metal shop now.
Say it again.
You have a metal shop now.
Am I at my shop now?
Metal shop.
Say it again.
Metal.
Yeah, I'm a metal shop.
No, I know. Like, so how much of a percentage is it
how much
wood
metal
to
do
metal?
We do
wood to metal.
Wood. Now, let me tell you, I don't have a laser jet to cut metal. My buddy does that for me. But I'm going to say metal is probably 22-24% of what we do. But for you, metal is a lot, right? Because you make the storefronts.
It's probably like 50 to 60% now.
Yeah, I see that, and that's pretty cool.
No, I mean, like, we're doing a lot of metal windows.
Yep. Doors,
like we're finishing up a hotel in Long Island City, all bifold metal windows.
Wow. Very nice. You know, and I think that's one of the things about the business, right? Is you get into it to do one thing, and the industry and the business tells you where to go. You just gotta listen.
Hey, dude, that's why me and you are fucking bros. You know, like, if you're fucking too steadfast, like, I'm gonna build this or that, or, you know, like, you'll be done. You know, like, if you have the machines and you want it, I look at everything that I've done, whether right or wrong, it has made me better at every aspect of what I've done. You know, like,
supposed to.
You know, like, I don't want to do that shitty vanity or fucking, kitchen or whatever, but I learned so much from that. My guys are fucking.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you think?
But you have to go through all the learning and expenses and fucking fires and lawsuits and all that fucking bullshit.
You know, as you say that, on our first one with Martin Goebel, he talked about having an accountant and having a lawyer. You need those things.
I used to tell everybody, if you're going to start woodworking, first machine you need to get is the dust collector. And they're like, what about a table saw? I'm like, get a dust collector. And then hook that dust collector up to whatever you're going to buy. If you're going to do a business, get a lawyer. And then do whatever you got to do. Right,
to shield.
But you can only do that from a fucking hindsight, you know, like.
Yes. Yep.
You know, like, dude, I know you going through a fire. You've gone through the Harvard Business School of Business.
Yep. Yeah. You know, in order to go through and make it, it takes a lot, says a lot.
What's that?
I said, in order to go through a fire and make it, it takes a
Oh,
lot, says a
no.
lot.
For you to come out through the end of it, like, I felt so bad when I saw that for you, you know, like, because
You knew what it was.
I just went through it, you know, like, and look at you. You're a good dude.
Jay Rustin, what's up? Yeah, you know, it takes that, man. It takes that.
Yeah. I mean, you have to.
So, are there any other questions? Is there anything that you want to say before we go?
Fight COVID.
Yeah. Fight
No.
COVID.
No, I mean, if anything, just fucking, I don't know, like, I really appreciate what you're doing.
Same here, brother.
No, like, you know, focusing on fucking talented people going through the same struggle that we're doing. You know, like, I love this conversation, dude. I was glad that you invited me.
Yeah. Thank you for accepting.
Dude, I'm sorry that I'm so IT fucking not savvy. The worst.
Listen, the fact that it took you 45 minutes to get online, so good.
Horrible, right?
Right?
Dude.
It is so funny, right? Because with that pixelated wood, the fact that you could figure that out and not be able to get on IG Live is crazy. What's up, man?
I'm good with my hands, you know, like not.
Yep, you are. So all right, so Friday we have Gingerwood Turner. Next week we have another lineup. So Mike, thank you, brother. For everyone who tuned in, thank you very much.
Robert,
Thanks.
love you, man.
Love you, brother.
Take it easy, bro.
Take it easy. I'll be over there soon.